These are my thoughts, all right? These are my thoughts on why. And this is not clickbait at all. This is legit. This is real facts, okay? For 100% real facts. In my opinion, Sonic is one of the absolute worst characters ever designed in Smash Ultimate. Of course, there are characters like Ganondorf, who was like replicated after Captain Falcon. In my opinion, that's maybe the most lazy, I guess you could say, because he could have had to update multiple times since Melee, but they just didn't do anything with him. But we're not talking about Ganondorf. We're talking about Sonic and why he's the worst or the laziest. He could be a bit of a mix of both. But here's the thing. So for me, if you've ever played Sonic, and not like Sonic games, if you've ever played Sonic games, he has so many different things that he can do within his games, right? He has his homing attack, he has the ring light dash, he has the ability to like go into a ball and bounce off the ground, he has a spin dash, he has special abilities with his rings, he has Sonic Wind from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. He's got all kinds of power-ups and all kinds of crazy shit like that. And of course, we're not going to give him like a special Arsene mechanic where he can turn into Supersonic, although that would be super lit. I honestly believe if Sonic was DLC, he would be able to go Supersonic, and I would probably play the character. But here's the thing. The reason why he's the worst designed character, in my opinion, is because he was supposed to be designed in a way that he's going to have like super in-your-face, fast, rushdown style combos and crazy edge guards and just being all over the place. But his kit is actually so basic and so limited based on all the stuff that they could have done with him. Like he even has like a background in like, I don't know if you call it surfing or skateboarding or snowboarding, or he has stuff like that like in his games where he does like stuff on rails or whatever else. Like right now he's like in a half pipe in this like fan-made game. The fact that basically all of his specials are the exact same thing. He has spin or turn into a ball and spin, number one, turn into a ball and spin, but instead of X is jump, A is jump, or B is jump. I don't think anybody actually knows. And then he also has homing attack. The fact that two of his attacks are spin dash for really no reason. And of course, there's going to be Sonic mains out there that are like, actually, this spin dash combo isn't, you know what? No one cares. Literally no one cares. It's the fact that the move is the same thing twice. Basically, I think there was an interview a while ago where someone said, what's the main difference between side B and down B? And the only real difference is one has a hop at the start and it pulls back, while the other one is just stationary and then it just goes. And I guess the jump buttons are a little bit different, but as far as what you get out of it, it's essentially the exact same thing, which is genuine pain. I think it would have been interesting. I guess it would have kind of been a copy of like what Pac-Man has, but his side B could have been like his light speed ring dash thing. Like he could put rings out in front of him and then dash towards them. And it could have just been something different, right? It could have given him a different burst option, maybe have it be a little bit less safe on shield so he doesn't have everything +8 or whatever it is, insanely safe on shield. But I guess it wouldn't have made him more original, I guess, because he would be copying something like Pac-Man. But the fact that all of his moves reward a playstyle where you run away is entirely the opposite of how he was intended to be. But the reason why I think people play him in that way is not because it's necessarily rewarding, but because as a go in and approach type of character, he doesn't actually get that much for just going in compared to if he just does hit and run the entire time. I feel like it's just a huge miss. Like there's so many things. Like I maybe don't want to give him like a projectile like Sonic Wind. That would have been pretty insane. Spin dash, side B hits you once. The other one, okay, perfect. So one hits you multiple times and one hits you once. As I was saying, I'm sure he was the same in Smash 4 and in Brawl. And the fact that he didn't get any reworks, like, it would be different if he had a super unique playstyle or super unique moveset where changing up his moves would have been like a lot of work. But I don't know. I feel like they just absolutely missed the mark on this character. In my opinion, like this is, as a childhood game that I played, Sonic is right up there. It's probably my absolute favorite like video game character, period. I don't know if anybody actually knows that. I can tell you right now, it's like a side tangent for anyone who just wants to know. I never really played Star Fox, and I have zero connection to Fox or Falco, even though I play Falco as my main. I really wanted to play as Sonic. When I heard that Sonic was going to be in Brawl, and then in Smash 4, and honestly continuing on after that, I was so looking forward to playing this character. And I tried them, obviously, but they just play lame. Like, if you play the way that they are intended, this character is bad, which is insane. Most characters, if you play them the way that they are intended, that's optimal, realistically. That's one thing that they did change, and that's even more insane that that was in Smash 4. For anyone that didn't play Smash 4, you could cancel your spin dash with shield. So you had an infinitely long burst attack that you could cancel at any given time, as long as you didn't do the attack like during the charge. And it was like, I think it was plus, I don't know what it was. Like, I want to say +5, +8, something ridiculous on shield. So if you ever hit shield, there's nothing you could do. And in Smash 4, it was power shielding, not parrying. But still, no way of punishing this. And the fact that this character is so pro camping, like, yes, you get really rewarded in Smash for doing something like this. As far as if you are someone who wants to camp, you get rewarded for playing defensive, you get rewarded for camping and stuff like that. But that is so not what Smash is supposed to be. Even from a casual standpoint, Smash is supposed to be like crazy plays, explosions, funny moments, chaos. Like if you have like 4-player Smash, 8-player Smash, any of those things. And even from a casual standpoint, the fact that Sonic just doesn't have the variety as to be interesting on a casual level is just, I feel like they missed the mark massively. I think some of the things that they could have done too to make Sonic a little bit more interesting is they could have pulled from more other games of his that had, like, I don't know, shout outs to like Sonic Heroes, where he could have done like a move where like his up B, like he gets picked up by Tails and he like gets dropped off, kind of like a duck hunt thing or something like that. Although that wouldn't have been a very good recovery, I'll admit. It would have been more interesting than what he has. Like everything he has is just around running away. That's basically it. Like some sort of shout out to Sonic Heroes. He could have done something like with the chows. He could have had something that had to do with like his taunts, or something could have had something to do with Amy or Shadow or Knuckles. Just a way to make him a more animated character, so it's at least fun to look at the character and do whatever he does, right? It would be very interesting too. I would have liked if he had the ability to like do homing attacks and combo them off of projectiles. That would have been sick, because if you ever played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, or like the ones for Dreamcast or GameCube or anything like that, he had the ability to homing attack towards something, and if he hit it successfully, he could do it again off of something else. So imagine you had the ability to use your homing attack and go from a Link boomerang into Link, or like a Samus super missile then into her, or something like that. Or depending on what the property of the move is. Like if you could do that off of literally every projectile, then that'd be super annoying. But like something like that, it's like a little bit more of a shout out, because it's like, yes, in these old games there were areas of the map where you would traverse by double jumping and then homing attack onto an enemy, then another enemy, then another enemy, and then grabbing something, right? Something like that. I think that would have been a lot better, or a lot more interesting. Do you think Sonic is well enough or good enough to teach someone Smash alone? Hell no, bro. This character is horrible for teaching somebody how to play the game, because this literally does not teach you patience. This does not teach you spacing. This does not teach you when something is safe and when it's not safe, because if you're playing as Sonic, basically everything is safe, because if you play him correctly, you're not playing. That's like the biggest gripe in my opinion. That there are characters that are designed to camp, somebody like Villager or Snake or, I don't know, Duck Hunt, stuff like that, but they're not even close to as fast, where Sonic has the versatility to be played as a rushdown character or as a camping character. But based on how, I guess, not even just his meta has progressed, but just the fact that the character, all in all, thrives so much more on camping, not to like get your opponent to approach, but camping for timeouts. That's the point of this character, as far as how the game has been pushed to be played. One mechanic that would have been really cool for him is if he had the ability to do like the side B thing like Pac-Man has, where like he puts out a bunch of rings, dashes across them, and then when he gets to the last one, I don't know, he gets like, if you wanted to like do a super far throwback, if you ever saw the TV show, like not Sonic X, but the one before that, I guess Sonic X happens a little bit too, but the show before that, like way before, when he had a ring in his hand, he had the ability to do like spin dashes, and he was faster, and he could basically fly in some cases, which was pretty insane. But it'd be cool if after you did that side B and you got all your 5 rings or whatever it is, it'd be interesting if he had a speed increase during that, and that was his max speed. But if he didn't do that move, his max running speed was still fast, but not this fast. It was not insanely fast. So there was actually a reason to try and do a move that's not safe, get all 5 rings and have it connect, and then you get your power boost, kind of like a Monado art, but instead of just doing it, you have to connect it into a hit, and then that's how you get your power up. I think something like that would have been more interesting and make the character more risky to play, because right now it's like, okay, go to Kalos, Town, or PS2, as soon as the game starts, run. It's like, that's not fun. I don't know if it's fun for Sonic players in a friendly setting, or I guess not in a competitive setting. You're not necessarily trying to have fun. In a competitive setting, you're basically just trying to win, and I get that. And if you win by camping, that's kind of too bad for the other person. But for me, it's like, not even that you have to style. It's not necessarily that you have to style on your opponent, or that you have to rush them down and try and get a clip, but the idea right away that you're going to 1, 2, 3, run away. Like, even Wii Fit Trainer interacts with your opponent more than Sonic. Think about that. And that's a character that just hangs on the ledge basically the entire game. It's a character that just planks for the entire game, and they still interact more than Sonic does. Lightspeed Dash. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about before. Yeah, Lightspeed Dash. Nope, bot. It doesn't feel like a win to me if you time out someone. And the thing that's funny is, if you really want to get ironic about it, is Sonic, in most of his games, you get more points for the faster you complete a game. So he's all about doing things as fast as possible, but in Smash, he's being as slow as possible. He, like, his main reward is play as slow as you possibly can. But in all of his games ever, it's always been play as fast as you possibly can. Get as many rings as fast as you possibly can. Don't ever get hit. Get to the end of the level as fast as you possibly can. And that's how you get your S tier ranking or whatever it might be, right? Homing needs a rework. His air attack should be his Trixx from Advanced. Side B with a boost meter from the Boost Trilogy and Lightspeed Dash Recovery. Yeah, something like that would be more interesting. It would be more fun. And here's the thing, I understand why they didn't give him like a Lightspeed Dash side B, because his recovery already is super good. So imagine this character just had that on top of his homing attack or side B that you can jump out of, and you can use up B before or after your double jump. It's just actually insane. Like, his recovery would be probably the best in the game by a million miles. Lightspeed Dash is quick attack, pretty much. I think the only difference is that the way that they would have to make it balanced is, like, he'd have to put the rings out in front of him and then go and get the rings. So he'd make it go, it'd be faster than Pac-Man's, but if it was just like, he just did it, then it'd be like, oh my god, bro, that would be even more annoying. He'd actually be better than he is now, and he'd be even better at running away. So that would be genuine pain. You think Up B should be replaced with Lightspeed Dash that embodies modern Sonic? He'd still keep spin charge, but I'm thinking the boost. Yeah, if anything, as far as his most iconic moves at this point, you absolutely have to have spin dash. Although it's a super annoying move, like that's the move that came in, I think it was Sonic 2 for Sega Genesis. Sonic 1, you could run and then crouch and you just start spinning or you start rolling. But in Sonic 2, that's when you could hold down and press B or whatever it was, and you like charge up your spin dash, then you just go. So you absolutely do have to have that. And then yeah, like I understand the shout out to the springs and stuff like that with the up B, sure, but I can't believe that they didn't do something with Tails. Like I was saying before, his recovery would kind of be shit. That's the thing, if you're gonna make him a character that's so fast and so crazy already, make his recovery bad or not nearly as good, and have Tails like pick him up by the hands like he did in the old games too, if you ever played those games, and then just carry him across the air and then he just drops or lets go of it, right? I think Sonic was maybe the best character online until Min Min came in. I feel like Min Min can deal with Sonic so well with Ram Ram Arm, and just make his ability to run away turn into a 50-50. If he's going to go higher, if he's going to go low, he doesn't beat the arms, especially Megawatt, right? So if you get caught by a Megawatt from 10 miles away, she can throw a Megawatt with a tilt and then just jump, right? So if he tries to like punish her straight, gets hit by Megawatt, and if he tries to jump over, she can stay on the ground, throw another arm. Or if he happens to go low and she goes high, then she can escape and throw something down. Like, she can just escape and deal with his pressure so easily. Of course, she can get gimped. And of course, it depends on the player to an extent, but Min Min just does stuff online. Like, the amount of stuff that the amount of space she can just cover. I'm not going to say that she's a god tier character across the board, but she's most likely one of the best Wi-Fi characters. Of course, and that's the thing too. Obviously, if Sonic was actually better offline, then you'd see more Sonics do well offline. right? Sonic is a non-factor offline because his ability to create a 50-50 from across the stage doesn't exist when you actually can react to him. Whether or not you're going to get a parry or something out of shield, it's most of the fact that he's across the stage and you actually can react to say, I should jump, I should shield, or I can attack, right? Versus saying, I'm just going to go for a jump and hopefully he doesn't jump, right? Like if that's the situation, that's offline, or so that's what just online is, right? But for offline, same thing with like Ness. Ness isn't nearly as good offline, but also with Ness online, he has so many things that can just come out that are long-lasting hitboxes, or even the fact that he can just run up and get a grab at much shorter ranges, where typically if you're standing that close to somebody, or sorry, you can get it at a much further range, not shorter range. You have to be much closer offline to try and dash up and grab somebody. Online, you can be much further away, and by the time you've gone for your dash grab, the other person hasn't even reacted yet. And if they do happen to react, by the time that they do react and push a button, input delay is also a factor, and it's like you just stood there and did nothing. So he runs up to you, gets a grab, and you just die. It's like, okay, sick. Same thing happens a lot too with characters that have throws that combo into stuff, and a lot of players will get caught not DIing at all. It's not because they didn't DI at all, but it's because they didn't DI in time, which once again, it's an online thing, right? Would it be more annoying for Sonic to be the worst character in Smash, or more annoying if Sonic to be what he is right now? He doesn't need to be the worst. He doesn't need to be the worst character in the game. He just needs to be a character that, like, okay, here's the thing too. I get that the game has so many different characters, and every character is trying to be unique in their own way as far as their play style and their win condition and all that stuff. But Sonic's win condition is more so like Steve's win condition, where he wants to camp and keep you away until he gets strong enough to actually fight you, right? From mining and stuff like that. So he wants to camp and he wants to immediately run. He wants to immediately put up a wall. He wants to immediately hit you with minecart and send you off stage so he can keep on mining and just be annoying in that regard. But the character is also super slow and super light, right? Sonic was intended to be 1, 2, 3, go, rush right into your face and just kill you, right? Or overwhelm you with attacks, right? But that's not what he is. He's 1, 2, 3, don't move. Someone asked earlier about who do you want as a Sonic character as DLC. If I could have any Sonic character DLC, it would just be Sonic but reworked. Or if I really wanted to, I'd have Metal Sonic, bro. Metal Sonic would be absolutely fire. I don't care if he has like similar stuff to regular Sonic. I don't want like Shadow would be cool, but Shadow would be exactly Sonic if they made him in this game. He would be exactly Sonic, except instead of a run, he would have skates. That's about it. But yeah, Metal Sonic is fire, bro. If you don't know who Metal Sonic is, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I don't want any of this new gen bullshit either. Oh, I want Silver. It's like, no. Silver's cool, but also no. Like, give me an OG. Like, Metal Sonic is... He was the original, like, anti-hero, bad guy Sonic, right? That's who Robotnik, before it was Eggman, made to counter Sonic. So yeah, I want him. He's a way more iconic villain than Shadow is. If you're not going to have Eggman, that is. Are there any other poorly designed characters? Oh, there's lots. There's lots, bro. Some of them are, like, the fact, bro, I might even try to do a whole other video. One of the most poorly designed things in the world is how easily all of Nintendo tricked everyone who's at least stupid, into believing that an Echo Fighter is not a clone. It's like, oh, we have Echo Fighters. Like, you mean Mario and Dr. Mario? No, that's a clone. I mean an Echo Fighter. It's like, oh, so you mean Simon and Richter? Yeah, that's an Echo Fighter. That's very different. Oh, okay. That was a huge cop-out, in my opinion. Some of the dumbest shit of all time. So why would you put this in here? It's all clones. It's all stupid, bro. It's like, so you have Peach and Daisy, who could have just been... Daisy could have been a skin of Peach. Like, if they could do voiceover remakes for the Koopalings, why is Daisy her own character?